Hi everyone, how's everyone doing here today? And recently I wanted to talk about some of the things we've been seeing in the mainstream media, and also with certain other opinions from like celebrities and stuff. And mostly the focus is still on Joe Biden's age. Joe Biden, is he cognitive enough or is he in cognitive decline? Oh, the gaffes and this and that, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. And here's my message to you all. You guys suck. You do, you suck. Because you're missing the big picture here, in that we have a crisis on our hand where we have a crazy dictator who wants to get back into the White House and wield all the power with a corrupt Supreme Court and use it as freely as he wants to go after political opponents, strip away rights, and just enrich himself. And your only rebuttal will be, if that should happen, God forbid, well, Biden was just too old, so shut the hell up. That's my message to all of you. And I'm not saying it's all of the mainstream media. Certain people do get the message. They do see the big picture. People like Joy Reid, like Lawrence O'Connell, and pardon me if I'm getting some of the names wrong. And they are focusing on Project 2025 and talking about what a threat it is. Bernie Sanders said it the best. Let's stop with all the bickering and let's focus on each other. And I was also watching Bo of the Fifth Column. Like, he talked about some of Biden's recent gaffes. I know he referenced Kamala Harris to Donald Trump. How you could do that is beyond me, but guess what? It happens. I've made some gaffes and everything. It's not news. What is news is that we got election coming up and we all need to band together and go against this threat to our democracy, this threat to America, to our way of life. George Clooney put out a message saying that he's been supportive of Joe Biden, but he thinks he should step down. I don't agree. Now, don't get me wrong. I like George Clooney. He's a talented actor. Putting his career aside, I think his opinion is off. See? I just gaffed. Why? Because we're human. Regarding Clooney, he's failing to see the big picture of what the real threat is that's going on. And I was also, I like to watch the Lincoln Project. And one of the heads there, I'm blanking on his name, made an interesting point. The Democrats, mainly the politicians, need to stop standing in this circular firing squad, shooting each other in the foot, complaining over and over again. It's okay to talk and talk to the president, but when it comes out into the press, I see some of them moping around, like they're at a funeral or something. When asked questions about the press, one of them's like, oh, no comment. I don't know. Like, what do you mean you don't know? Yes, you do know, okay? Biden said he is staying in the game. He has wholeheartedly said he's staying in the game. He's not perfect. He's up there in years. But guess what? I don't let these gaffes or the one bad debate take away from all the accomplishments that he's done, like with that infrastructure, like with the CHIPS Act, like expanding healthcare, like putting a cap on the cost of insulin, and more. It doesn't stop there. Trump doesn't focus on policy. He's got none. So all he's got to do is spread hateful rhetoric and point at Joe Biden's age. He's old too, and he says gaffes all the time. But the news likes to focus on the little Biden gaffes and everything. If you're not going to be a part of the solution, then stop being part of the problem. Or at the very least, just shut the hell up. Because I'm getting a little tired of it. Obviously, no one from the mainstream media is going to see this. And if they do, they're going to keep reporting what they want to report. But we, the voters, as Democrats, we need to focus on the goal. And the goal is to win. And we win by banding together. Now, I'll just give you some hypotheticals, and I'm speculating here. Let's say Joe Biden, for whatever reason, let's say he has a stroke and he's in a medical state where he can't do anything, like he's incapacitated or he can't speak, whatever. Kamala Harris takes the helm. Then she has my full support. I am behind her. I will vote for her 100%. What if Biden just says, you know what, maybe they're right, I'm going to step down. Again, it goes to Kamala. Let's say, okay, when Joe Biden wins in 2024, when we all band together and put our grievances aside, when Joe Biden wins, let's say a year later, he dies of a stroke. It's possible. I don't think that's going to happen, but it's a possibility. And if it does, again, Kamala Harris, she takes the helm. I am more confident with her running the government than Donald Trump. And she does have her accomplishments as well. Look them up, Google them, they're there. She is more than qualified, so Bill Maher last Friday was talking about other possible candidates. I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't. I think Biden's going to stay in the game, and when he wins, I think he will be able to do the additional 4 years. Yeah, he'll always be old. He'll be a little slow, but he knows how to talk to leaders. He knows how to deal with problems. He believes in unity, which is why I say we as the voters need to band together and work to help Biden win. And that's what I've been doing. A few days ago, I was phone banking, making calls. Sorry, it's a little buggy out here. I was making a few calls to voters in swing states. And the day after that, I was writing letters also to voters in swing states. And yesterday, I was doing cards for some political candidates in my local area. And I also I've got some canvassing coming up that I want to do. And there's some more phone banking. There's people in the local community of my state that I want to talk to. I'm on board. I'm committed. And I encourage other people to do so. I realize some of you, you have your jobs, you have families, you have responsibilities. I have that too. Like I said, I've been doing a lot, but it's not 24/7. But anything you can do to contribute to this. If you are opposed to Trump, donate to Biden's campaign. If you can volunteer some time, even if it's, say, just like 1 hour a week, whether it's canvassing or phone banking, it's something. If you can take time in between to write letters to swing voters in, the swing states, that's another effort as well. And collectively, we win this. That's how we do it. And again, if Biden does decide to take himself out of the equation, then we put our support behind Kamala Harris. That's what I say to the politicians out there. When you're out there walking, the press asks you, are you concerned about Biden's health? Don't just sit there and be like, no comment. No. You say, Biden has his little gas, but guess what? I think he's in reasonable enough health for his age, and I support him 100%. Are you going to support Biden in the 2024 election? Absolutely, 100%. That's what the politicians need to do. Stop dicking around, stop moaning and groaning, stop having your little chats, stop shooting each other in the foot, and let's get behind Biden and win this. And put this keep Trump out of the White House. Keep Project 2025 off the table. Because that is a threat to our democracy. That is what I'm focusing on. Not Biden's age, not the little gaffes, not whatever little white glove, I found some dust here, imperfections you can find. There's always imperfections. For every flaw you find in Biden, I can find just as many flaws, if not more, in Donald Trump. And for every stupid thing Donald Trump says, I can top that off with accomplishments that Biden has done and will continue to do when he wins in 2024. So let's stop with all the bickering, and if the mainstream media isn't going to get on board, then stop focusing on them. Okay, Fox, that's pathetic. I'm not even going to bother with them. But if I hear like Joe Scarborough or Jake Tapper, not focusing on the goal here, and I get it, they got to report the news, at least be honest. But just say, yeah, Biden has a few gaffes and everything, but Trump is so much far worse and he lies consistently. I don't see them focusing much on that, to which case I just change the channel and shut it off, because I don't want to be distracted. I really don't. I want to win this. Oh, and for the record, if Donald Trump should win in 2024, newsflash, you guys are on his target list. In the past, he's called you enemy of the state. He wants to do away with some of the media that doesn't support him. So unless you want to live in a world where it's just Fox News and Breitbart and OAN, I say we get behind Biden and we win this. Enough of the bickering, do what we can to work together, and at the bare minimum, get out and vote and encourage other people to vote. We can and will win this, but we're not going to do it with all the infighting and bickering. We're going to do it when we stay focused on the goal. So, anyway, thank you for watching. I really hope you understand.